Hey guys, today we are talking about the Studio Series Age of Extinction Galvatron, and I did want to talk about this one because I just really miss that 2022 Studio Series Bayverse era, back when we got new toys based on these designs, and most of them were pretty good. You know, we got Sideways and The Last Night Hot Rod and The Fallen. And now I feel like the Bayverse toys just aren't that good anymore, you know, with the Age of Extinction Bumblebee and the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. I just really hope that the upcoming Last Night Bumblebee and Last Night Megatron, which were both leaked, are good figures, because I've really been disappointed with how the other two look. So now let's get into this Galvatron figure, and I honestly have to admit this is one of my favorite Studio Series figures of all time, and favorite Voyagers of all time, and also favorite movie figure of all time. It's just so good. It's posable, it's absolutely gorgeous. The silver and the gray all look great together. It has the hole on both the front and the back, like in the movie, which is honestly kind of awesome, since a lot of live action figures will just put all the kibble on the back and they don't really look great from most other angles. But I like how they actually went and put some effort into this and actually put the hole going on the front and on the back. I think that my biggest issue with this is probably the proportions, and yeah, I think the arms should be a little bit bigger, and I do think the gun or the cannon should be a bit bigger, since in the movie it definitely was a lot larger. And I think the one on that original Age of Extinction Voyager was maybe a bit better, but it was also felt like that one was a bit too big. He also comes with these rockets, which are mostly meant for the truck mode. You can also plug them onto the arm and have them with a rocket launcher on the arm, which I think is honestly a great way to use a vehicle mode accessory. It's also got some of the best weapon storage I've seen on a figure. Well, you open it up and you just plug it in there, and then you close it and you can't even see it anymore. Just that well hidden. Something interesting about my figure specifically is these little arm blades, since one of them is just normal gray, but then the other one on this side, it just has this weird little spot of silver marks on it, which I guess it was just a mistake when they were painting it, and a bunch of the silver paint from here just globbed onto here. Now for some comparisons, here he is next to the original Age of Extinction Hound, the original Age of Extinction Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, the Studio Series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, which also isn't too bad of a figure. So yeah, overall I think this is a great robot mode and a great figure. Now we can get into the truck mode and talk about the elephant in the room. So now we have Galvatron in the truck mode, and yeah, this is where most of the issues come in. It doesn't really tab in too well at some parts. The feet just stick out right here. There isn't really anything covering the back here, and it really only looks good from angles up front. And I gotta admit, like, from the angles it looks good, it actually is a pretty good looking truck, but you know, the elephant. So now this is where the rocket launcher accessory comes in. You can plug it in right here, and I do think it's pretty cool whenever they include accessories that are mostly made just for the vehicle mode. And if you wanted to, you could take the gun from the robot mode and then just plug it. Hang on, that's a bit difficult. You really gotta force it in there, but once you get it in there, you can plug it in, and you got an extra launcher on one side, and then you can put the rockets on the other side, and then you got him fully armed and dangerous. And then it's pretty cool how the rockets store in the truck mode, since not only can you put them on the side, but you can also plug them in here, and they stay in there, and then you plug that back up, and then they don't get in the way of anything in the truck mode when they're stored. So yeah, overall I absolutely love this figure. The robot mode is pretty much perfect. The truck mode could use a bit of work, but usually you aren't going to display it in the truck mode, you're going to display it in the robot mode, and I'm glad they put focus onto the robot mode. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Studio Series Age of Extinction Galvatron, and goodbye.